do. Oh, yeah. Welcome. SINVIL podcast about nothing. Got my boy Calvin on.
Hey.
Season 2, baby. No, man. Why is it looping? We'll figure that out. See? Nothing changed this season. What is happening? All right, that's a fresh start. Do it. Yeah.
That's
Season
fire.
2. Calvin's here. Michael's here. Yeah. So we've caught up kind of.
Yeah.
But just for everyone out there, life's fucking crazy. I got a roommate now.
Hey.
I was depressed for a while. But things are good. I got a tattoo. Next podcast, you'll see my roommate. It'll be fun. But anyways, Calvin, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, you
Black.
are.
I'm loving life.
I'm black as hell. So what were you saying about booty? No, I'm just kidding.
We can talk about
Put 'em
the
on
fruit.
blast.
I can talk about the fruit for
The
hours.
fruit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be PG. Y'all call it pussy. I call it fruit. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, you can.
Clap.
Yeah.
Yes, let's give it
Clap
up
it
for the
for the
booty.
fruit.
I feel like I should introduce myself. Though.
Yeah,
you
do
know,
it.
I'm like, hi, I'm Calvin.
Calvin.
Cooper.
Woo.
I go by Decorum Aida Pabon of the House of Pabon. I also go by the
Yeah.
songwriting name Cadence Queen.
Yeah, you do.
I am black, so I do everything.
Ooh.
And I'm 34
I need
years
snaps.
old.
There he is. Yeah.
Oh, I got a shout out. I'm originally from Virginia. Let it be known. Newport News 757. What's up?
Hey.
Thank you.
I don't know any.
Yeah, you do. We talked about them earlier. Missy.
Oh no, I know people from
I
there.
was like, let's name them.
I just don't know any slang to throw. Or
Oh yeah, you don't need to. They call it bad news.
bad.
Bad news. 7 cities. Come on.
Wow, that's mad funny.
You ever heard of Naughty by Norfolk? It's
No.
because you ain't from there.
No.
We named the 7 cities. They all have the. It don't need to matter because
Naughty by
Newport News is the one
Norfolk.
that matters.
Hey. And we were just talking about how you landed your Broadway stuff, and it's gonna open soon.
Yes, I'm doing Mrs. Doubtfire. We start previews October 21st.
Fire.
We open December 5th, and
Be there.
can't freaking wait.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, this is
You
the
know,
debut.
I've never seen Miss Doubtfire.
Not once. The movie, nothing.
No.
It's so worth it. It's Robin Williams, so you can't go wrong. It's
Yeah.
Sally Field. You can't go wrong. And it's one of the rare, it's literally the reason why I chose, we auditioned.
Yeah.
But I chose to accept the contract. I need to tell y'all that, we have the power. I chose to accept the contract because it's one of the few pieces that show a side of the white male doing something that is unlike what we always see. It's always this deep patriarchal, like they're villains and shit. I mean, because they are, but this is the first time you're seeing a white man go through consequences, actually live through consequences where he loses his kids and now he has to fight and do everything that his wife was doing. So it makes him wake up, grow up. And it's nice. And I said, especially in this type of climate, when they were bringing it to Broadway, as they're bringing it to Broadway and they're bringing the nuanced version, everything when you watch the movie, there's classic clips and stuff. It's all in the show, just coming at you a different way, but it lands the same way.
Nice.
But it's nice in this climate because, for the climate we live in, and it's a lot of demonizing white males, I think the power of theater in entertainment, how they say it can show you where we can go. Well, This is the first time you're really seeing a movie that is showing a white man literally go through consequences and chooses to be better and see the world differently.
Gotcha.
So I'm really excited to be a part of that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
On a early podcast we had last season with my friend Jared,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I told you, but he was a actor, and we were talking about how important it is. Yeah, you can hang out.
I live.
We were talking
grabbed
about
it like it was a penis.
Yeah, you are. But we were talking about how that's kind of how I feel about even the representation of black people in media. It's as an actor, it's kind of his responsibility to make sure you're not taking shitty roles.
Yeah.
Also, let me do this real quick. It's literally just burning.
Oh. Yes, it's gonna be burnt.
Sorry, I'm back. I was burning all the weed. But yeah, so we're talking about how he took a role. Well, I forget exactly what he said, but it was basically he finally read the script, and it was about a black kid who finds an alien drug gets anally probed on TV. No, it makes him a really good rapper. The drug makes him a really good rapper. Then he gets anally probed on TV.
I was like, we're about...
And then he dies. And I'm like, yo, we were talking about how like that would set black people back 100 years.
I
like,
mean...
A white director. And he's like, you're like Tupac meets Kanye meets... Yeah. And he's like, what the fuck
I'm still on the sodomy. Like, I'm like, it's...
I gotta have him back. He can explain it in detail.
And it's like, what's the obsession of aliens probing people's asses?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Weird.
Is of all things to
Would
look
you
at,
let an alien probe your ass?
I'd let a man. I'd let a woman. I'd let a stud.
An alien? I just cross the line.
Wash your
That's
hands.
unnatural.
Put a condom on it, and we can go with it. You know.
That's true. Like an alien condom or a human condom? I gotta know.
Oh my God! No, I'm supplying all the stuff.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have alien condoms? That's the question.
No, I don't have alien condoms. The question is, do I have condoms? Yes, I do not have condoms. But I always grab them when I need them.
Baby.
Safe sex, everyone practice safe sex. And what's safe sex? It's minding your business.
True. It's a fact. We don't even got to clap. We got a little robot clapping.
Right? Shit.
But yeah, no, so we started linking up again more frequently just because of music stuff.
Yeah. It's literally just been genius.
He's a nasty rapper. You know?
I'm definitely nasty. I will say I'm nasty.
He's nasty in more than one way.
I'm really nasty. But it's literally, it's like the way music has been coming into my life. I knew like I loved music. It's why I dance. It made me dance. I went from singing in the choir, like in church, to learning an instrument, to then when I like fell upon dancing. That's why I was like, this is how I want to express music right now. I always loved it. Like no matter what, it's one of my love languages. Like if I send you a track, it's always pay attention to the lyrics. It's always the vibe, whether I'm posting the music or whatever. It means everything. It says everything you needed to say. And so then all of a sudden though, it's like, I noticed that I always rhyme. I always rap. I mean, you know, it's just, that's who I am. I mean, I think it's in my DNA. My mom met my father. He was a DJ on bass. So and he's from Buffalo, New York. But it's like, I feel like it was literally put in me. So that's the thing about music. It's like, yeah. So then talking with you and you were like, oh, I'm going to do that. And I was like, what? And like, literally, I tell you every time I was like, I watched you and I was like, this nigga doing it. This nigga doing it. And then like more friends. And even you were like, just write it down. Just start writing. Why don't you just start? And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And so now here we are. And because I mean, like, well, I lived with you for a month.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing music then.
No.
I wasn't doing music then. And then I come back and here we are. Like,
Yeah, word.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's
Drugs.
always funny. Like for me, I guess it's so hard. Like when people tell me they're trying to get into music.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so desensitized where I'm just like, yeah, do it.
I don't understand what they mean by get into it. I'm like, just do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just do it.
It's really just like if someone's like, there are very few obstacles to get into music just because you can literally write it down.
Yeah, and it's like, and it just depends on what do you want from these things you want to get into. Because a lot of folks, you know, when they say I'm getting into music, they automatically think like Beyonce. You know,
or like I'm gonna make $1 million.
Yeah, you know? and it's like if that's what you want, go get it. But just know that that's not the end all be all goal for every single person. You know, because you know, it's like my goal with music is just to keep making it. As long as it expresses what I feel, I'm just gonna keep making it. So. And you know, and we decide what success is. So that's the other part. It's like the fact I literally feel like I already made it because you wanted to collab. Like, because it's not the sense of like, because I'm going, yes, I would love to collab with you, but the fact that you're like, yes, and I'm like, oh my God, and that's how I'm like, I made it. Y'all the niggas that I want to, you know, rap with, that I want to spit with and create with. So I'm like, I made it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's good.
Give me a Grammy though.
Yeah, give me a Grammy.
Give us those Grammys. But
yeah,
so it's like, that's what's been beautiful about just the journey. I mean, because also it's like y'all helped me unlimit myself. Because, you know, at first too, I never saw myself as a rapper. I was like, no, you know, and especially too, like, I don't fucks with anything that has to deal with a lot of homophobia. So that's like the world. What? But it's like
that's the best stuff, bro.
You get so much done with homophobia. But it's like that's why I never considered myself a rapper and stuff, because of the essence of what it feels like, you know. And it's like I always want to be free, but that's the thing, y'all always let me. I'm me. So I was just like, oh shit, this is it. We're in it. So and it's perfect. It's like I always say, I'm like, everyone has something to say. And you say what is good. You know, it's like at the end of the day, that's what y'all helped me realize. I was like, oh, I'm in music. I do music. I dance to it. I create it. Whether I'm beatboxing or rap, it's music. You know.
No, I feel you. I feel the same way. Like, I probably said this 1,000 times, but I went to high school singing classical music. I grew up singing. Like,
that's a gag.
Shit. That's so goofy, right? And then like in high school,
sing us a song.
Yeah, I don't even know any songs.
How you not?
I got the sheet music though.
Hold on. Sorry, Nestor's outside.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Nestor's coming.
Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. In the meantime, welcome to my podcast. I am Calvin Lamont Cooper. Yes, it's gonna smell like hot niggas up in here.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, it's been a minute. How you been? I'm good.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm good. You good? Yeah, we met the last time I was here. That's because we were high.
That stool shouldn't collapse on you. It won't.
20 minutes in, he just falls.
Who I would lose my mind. I will tell you now, it'd be a wrap. I wouldn't let you live it down.
Exactly. You gonna live, alright.
Ooh, shit.
But yeah. Wait, what were we saying? We're talking
We were
about
just talking about music. Yeah.
Song you to sing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Song, bro.
Sing us a song.
But that's
Come
the
on.
thing. So like in high school, I was just like, I'm not like a singer.
Mm.
I knew I wasn't. Like seeing the people I was with, though, and their love for what we were doing was so different. So it was just like, it was super classical. It's like, and I knew at the end of high school, I was like, I'm not going to a fucking conservatory. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I have no interest.
I knew that. Yeah. I quit school. Like, not high school. I graduated. Thank you. But yeah, it was like, it's the same how I felt about like the love for modern dance. When I started dancing, I was like, and my advisors, I had the best advisors. They told me, they was like, I think it's time for you to go and do the things you want to do because school will always be here. And this is great if you want to teach. And I was like, I don't necessarily want to teach in a scholastic setting. But yeah, it's like, I didn't love it like the way they love it. And that's why it's like, but you are a singer because it's thinking about, again, what do you consider to be singing?
Yeah, yeah. And that was my whole thing. I had that whole journey of like, in high school, I was super like rapping, like boom bap rapping, like, you know, like
give us a verse, like what?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
Like rapping, like I'm out here rapping.
You was
and
being
then,
a nigga.
Exactly. And then even up to like 4 years ago, maybe I was just rapping, and maybe I'd have ideas for hooks, but I wasn't out here singing anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm okay. I can get a melody down. I can sing someone else's song, but I'm not really out here. And then like more and more I incorporate it. So it's the other way for me where I'm like, oh, I'm singing. Like
I know. I told you that. Like, listen to. I was like, you were gagging me with this. I was like, you out here singing on these hoes. Because that's the thing too. It's like, because you know what I have a problem with is, yeah, I can sing anybody else's shit, but it's coming up with my own notes as if I don't know my own vocal capabilities.
Yeah.
But then I get. But it's because I'm going, again, if I'm going to be a singer, I want it to sound like, you know, this like Brian and all that. But I'm like, ooh, I'm not Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
I'm not Carl Thomas. I'm not Trey Songz. You know, I'm not Drake, even though it's like.
You looking like Robert Kelly, nigga.
Oh my God, don't you dare. Only because I'm wearing yellow for piss. Thank you.
Yeah.
Piss.
Hey, have you seen that video?
Which one?
Do you got your passport?
No.
Do you have your shots?
No.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my God. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my God. Wait, no, we're pulling it up. Thank you, Michael.
Is this a R. Kelly shit?
Yo.
When I tell you,
wait. So let me preface it, okay? You ready? So he's in like Senegal or something.
Ew.
And he's on stage. It's like he's recruiting.
Oh, wait. I do. He was on stage.
In Ethiopia.
This. Yes. Recruiting.
Maybe, I think I showed this to you.
This nigga, it's like, this is where you got to pay attention. They call you the Pied Piper. He expects to walk away with your children. That's not a joke.
That's a bad tell, the Pied Piper.
But he calls it.
I know.
I was like, y'all.
Or like when you
shit.
hear like, say when you're ready.
Ooh.
Say when you're ready.
I don't, but that
it has a whole different meaning.
But see, that's why when I tell you, I don't fuck with them.
That's
I
like
don't,
midnight.
I
Are you
don't
ready?
Replay. I don't stream. I don't watch. I don't read. No.
I'm listening, bro.
I don't fuck them niggas. Them niggas is some bad niggas.
We love Robert.
I do not.
This is a Robert friendly podcast.
Well, I can't
This is
wait.
getting edited out.
Well, yup. Because if you have a daughter, I'm gonna introduce him right to your daughter. And I bet you won't love.
I'm not bringing my daughter to jail.
Oh, but you love that nigga. You love that nigga.
We're not going to jail.
Oh my God, you be going to jail. Like, what kind of parent are you? Let's see this clip. Bring it up.
Nah, we don't fuck with Robert.
Look at
that. Is the audio from the TV? Yeah. Have you seen this shit?
Girl, would you like to come back with
in America?
To America.
Yeah. It's okay. I need him to just chill out. Do you have your passport? Do you get your shots?
But it's also them niggas that's with him that's knowing what the fuck he's doing.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah, all of them are bad. Fuck them.
It's nuts.
When I tell you, I throw away niggas like I throw away trash, because they trash. Not all niggas. I love niggas.
You have your shots. To America. He's mad flat, bro. He sounds terrible.
America. Didn't you choose his key?
Did you have fun?
And just because you shake the mic too, he's like, this is like vibrato.
That's not how it worked, bro.
Yeah, that's enough for that nigga. I don't want to see another clip. It's like, I don't, it's how I feel about like Voldemort, aka Michael Jackson. I'm like, no, fuck that nigga. Like,
I understand your stance.
No.
But here's how I feel. Just personally.
Go for it.
You're not taking away my memory of this song.
No, I mean.
Number two, streaming pays so little that I'm like,
well, because it's not.
That's how I justify.
Well,
it.
I'm not thinking about. I'm not thinking about niggas' pockets. I'm thinking about the survivors, and I'm thinking about them not getting a chance to have a break ever. When you walk in any store, and now it's on Broadway. I even told my friends who are in the MJ musical, I was like, I love y'all, but just know that I cannot, because of where I stand. That's money giving to this.
Yeah.
You can't have this many people coming to you and saying that it's not true. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so I can't, because here's why. When there's no remorse, I don't give a fuck. When you're sorry and you are repentative and you are doing all your stuff to show that you are sorry for it, then I'm like, all right. But no, there was no remorse. There was nothing but denial.
I want to love you. And I'm looking them in the eye and they're just
pretty
like,
young thing.
Yep.
Oh my word.
And the survivors staring at me.
But I mean, there are
tear.
songs that are also like, have you ever had those moments where now you listen to songs and you say the words out loud and you're like, the fuck was I singing?
Bro.
Like, I had
That's
no
how I feel
idea.
about listening to R. Kelly.
Why the fuck are you listening to R. Kelly? That's how I feel when I play Booty, like all his booty songs. He's like,
my favorite.
Booty. No. And we were dancing to that shit in school. No.
But he was watching us dance, bro.
Oh my God.
He loved it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He was in the window with the little half mask.
Yeah, no.
Looking like this guy. What's his name? From Sailor Moon.
Oh, Tuxedo Mask.
That's what R. Kelly was looking like.
No, you can't do Tuxedo Mask like that though. Tuxedo Mask is fire. He won't fucking children. And he saves Sailor's little white ass every once in a while.
I don't know. How old was Tuxedo Mask, bro?
I mean, yeah, they,
How old, I know she was in high school. How old was Tuxedo Mask?
He was in high school too. He went to the same school. Right. Look.
I don't know.
Tuxedo Man like that?
Thank you.
Bro.
His fine ass.
I want to see his birth certificate. I'm a Tuxedo Mask. I'm a Tuxedo Mask birther.
Look, he going strong. He aging well.
The Hamburglar.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh wait. Oh, all right. So I want to hear your take on this. I have a rather spicy take, I think.
Why are we looking at him? Oh.
Damn.
Take him off. I don't want to see this nigga.
I'm crying. That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Also, but look how cheap that mask is.
It's literally felt.
America. It must have been.
He looked like a Ninja Turtle.
Shit.
What was I gonna say?
My take on
what's this runner? What's that runner's name? The girl?
Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
Okay.
So I feel like my take. I feel like I'm not seeing it many places, and I feel like. But I want to hear what you have to say about it first.
What?
I mean,
on what? Because this is so.
It's a multifaceted issue, right?
Yes,
Can we agree on that?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I feel like a lot of people are just like.
Here's where I stand.
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing.
On a cut, dry, cold surface, it's wrong. I feel like she needs to be able to race. It's not an enhancing drug.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to run without weed. You can run that fast with weed.
I know. That's
Give it up,
bro.
You hoes is mad that she got a black lung and y'all asses is like.
She's smoking Black Miles,
But
bro.
now, with that being said,
She got Fronto in that bitch.
with that being said,
Grobble,
I do
grobble.
not feature her in any of my supporting after that, because if you don't see me, I don't see you. And the things she said about gay black men.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she a gay black woman?
I don't know, because here's the thing. There's been no real follow-up, because girlfriend is a loose term. She said my girlfriend. It could have been her friend.
Gotcha.
It could, but her tweets that say any niggas that wear pink, you nope. You
Gotcha.
soft. Anybody, she said, if you support Lil Nas X now, unfollow me. And that's fine. You have your right. But the thing is, if you are gay, if she identifies as a lesbian or bisexual or all a part of the LGBTQIA LMNOP.
What's the QIA?
Queer, intersex, asexual.
What's intersex?
Get a book. Anyway, y'all,
I'm gonna Google it.
Yes, Google it. And learn all the flags too. I want to say intersex flag is purple and yellow. Am I doing that today? Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did tweet that. It's still there.
Yeah.
Too.
If you a nigga and you wear pink, die in a pit because you gay as fuck. And here's the thing: there's been no follow up.
I wonder. That sounds so specific. I wonder if like some nigga she ain't fucking with was wearing pink. Like
it don't even matter.
She was doing the local shout out.
No,
I know. I mean, it's not okay. It's so specific.
Because it's like,
say, yo, if you got some beef and broccolis on with a scuff on the left one, you pussy. Like you talking about
she don't
one
even
person.
fuck with Cameron then, because that nigga love his pink.
He do. Killer Cam.
She said, "Die in the pit."
That's nuts.
But and there's other tweets. There are more, and that's the thing. And it's like, so they're already coming from all the sides because there's been no follow up. Like I said, there's no record of her saying, she has an actual female partner or lover. And also, it's like, yeah, you can have you can. I found out what intersex is, but you can have your opinions. But it's like, if it is internalized homophobia in your homosexual like lifestyle, that's again still. I can understand, but I don't excuse it, because you are at an age where you know better. And I come from Aqueduct Project, so I'm used to niggas speaking like that. Yeah. But it doesn't. So to be clear. Yeah, I don't support her because she don't support me, but I don't care for what the Olympics is doing. Yeah, to her.
So here's where I stand. Right, I would love for her to run. Yeah, I think if it was American track, she'd be running because of our stance on marijuana. Period. But we're dealing with countries like, you've been to Japan. You get caught with weed.
I wouldn't even say. Look, we gotta be honest. It's not our stance on marijuana. It's our stance on marijuana with white athletes.
No, I mean,
she would still be penalized.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it was an American sport only, like the NBA right now doesn't. It's actually this year they don't. It's cold brew. You don't get in trouble. It's good, right? I gotta make more. You don't get in trouble for weed anymore, or the NFL. They just changed it. So I'm just saying, like, if it was an American thing, then fine. Like you'd be okay. Yeah. But like Japan, if you get caught with weed, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that's just,
you know what I'm saying. Japan. Like, this is an international thing, and my whole thing is that I think it's stupid. I think it's a dumb reason. But if I'm her, I'm not, and I don't even know where she stands. I don't think she's blaming the Olympics, but we talked about this. But like, you smoked it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is. That's where,
like
that's why I'm like, the arenas you are joining.
Like if you had to be drug free or something for a Broadway show, you would be, because. I probably wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But let's say you didn't get the show.
I know what you mean. No, it's like, if it's something that I want to do, if this is my goal and it comes with this, I will do what I need to do to what I want to do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, go up in there, win a couple medals, and then be like, and I'm out this bitch. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah,
or like if I'm mad at me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I also, then again, it gets iffy, because I'm like, yes, exactly. You smoked weed to calm your nerves, because I don't do chemicals. I don't like to take ibuprofen or any acetaminophen and any of that stuff. So I'm with her on that of like, I'm going to smoke weed.
That's my whole thing.
Myself.
I understand what you do for your ritual and what you want to do and all that stuff. But if the rule is a thing, then it's a rule. It's a thing. So it's like,
you signed up for it.
So it's like, I agree that this furthers a conversation, like, hey, open it up for the weed, or open it up for this. And it's like, but
I already gave up on the Olympics too, because they're doing so much anti-black period that it's just like, I've had enough. I mean, the anti-black.
I heard about the
Japan,
swimmer cap
period.
Stuff. Did you feel that in Japan?
Yes, I did.
Really?
I got watched. I got followed.
I didn't feel that way at all.
Yeah, it was, and it's not in every area, but it's the same as like America. That's why I thought it was different. I was just like, I don't understand why or how you really assume that I wouldn't know how to eat with utensils. I don't get where some of that comes from. I don't get why are you so obsessed with, can I wash this off? Like, why do I need to whiten my skin? I'm too dark. Like, because there would be comments that they'll say, like, when we would, because I did a show, and you know the fans would be there, and I mean, you talking about fans? I love the fans in Japan.
Yeah.
But it's
What
like,
show
yeah,
was it again?
It was Finding Neverland,
Okay.
first national Broadway tour. But yeah, I've
Not
experienced-
Neverland Ranch.
Not
to be
Neverland.
confused.
Yeah, exactly. I don't play with children. Though there was kids in our show.
Exactly. See.
Peter Pan and little boys. But like, it's like, but no, there were instances like, yeah, when we would go and travel, it's like, and especially when you're in a cast of like 97% white people, you're already going to stick out. But then like literally, yeah, I had an afro. So I mean, like the way that I was being stared at sometimes, and I'm just like, please say hello. And also when they're like, can we take a picture with you? It's like, it's not actually something to marvel at. You need to take a picture with me, not because of what I'm doing, but it's because I'm a black man.
But
Is this a myth to you?
Just so I'm clear, you're taking a picture with them after a show?
No. After the show, I'll take pictures with them at the show. But I'm talking about like, I would go out and go, remember that ramen spot?
Yeah.
We ended up at the same ramen spot years apart. We talked
Japan.
about where I was like, yo, there's this ramen spot I went to every day. And you was like, you went there once.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would stand outside and I'd had people trying to ask, could they take photos with me as I sat and would just sit, because you had, wait outside.
Yeah.
And yeah, just randos. And I'd be like, why? And I had the translator on, because I was when I tell you I was learning the kanji and all. Like I was, when I'm in there, I was there for 3 weeks. Hate those. Go ahead, like and I'm just like, and so when I'm just listening to them and listening to them discuss, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here, and yeah, when you are a black person in that country, like I didn't see a lot of black folks. So when I did see a black person, I was like, yo, nigga.
You know what's funny? I saw mad black people in the nightlife. You could tell they're African. Like they just ended up in Japan, like as promoters on the street.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yo. Like people on the street, like, yo, comedy club. Like they were just Africans in Japan. I was like, what the hell?
Working.
But I was gonna say, I felt when I was in Japan, I was there for 2 weeks. I felt more looks and like racism and shit in like Staten Island than I feel in Japan.
Look at Staten Island.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, or like white America. Like I felt over there, even if there was a curiosity, like you're saying. For me personally, like in my experience, it was like either they were too polite to act on it, or they just like they felt it was rude to stare. Like for me, it just felt like I wasn't super interacting, but like all my interactions
I think
were
also
pretty like
we do have to acknowledge though it is a different hue of skin.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because the darker you are, the worse they feel like it's okay to treat you.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, you gonna catch these hands.
It's considerate racism.
Yeah.
Considerate racism. Yeah. It was like, but my favorite story in Japan though was with an ex-friend of mine, because he's an all lives matter person, like hardcore to the T. Literally, I was like, you call me your best friend, and I'm trying to tell you just how my day to day is, and you're trying to tell me, well, if you stop acting like I'm doing me.
If you stop acting like a nigger.
When I tell you, this man, he came back to the room and I was pissing my pants because I guess this was his first time experiencing racism. Because I mean, he's a white passing Latinx man.
Is he gay?
No.
Oh.
But those donuts, apparently there was like these donuts that Japan is like known for, and I can't remember what they were called, but they're like these specific donuts at this
they're probably like matcha donuts or some shit, right? They love matcha everything. I tried to
tell him, I said, make sure you listen for the word gaijin. If you hear gaijin, that means Western person, and if they say no gaijin, they do not serve us. They only serve their Japanese people.
Yeah.
So he comes up, and I mean, like, fury, white rage. And he's like, how dare they? How dare? And I was like, what the fuck happened? He's like, I'm standing in line and I'm waiting 10 minutes for these donuts that they said we have to have, because he's also a foodie. So he was like trying to test everything. And he was like, they gonna sit there and say, sorry, we're closed. And they're letting people past us. And I said, yeah, did they say gaijin? And he goes, yes. And I said, I told you, they say no gaijin. And he was like, well, I said, it's like when those signs said no dogs, no Irish, and no blacks. That's what that feels like. And I said, this is your first time experiencing racism. Do you feel like you deserve those donuts because you're a white man? And he was like, I'm just saying. And I was like, so the answer is yes. But yeah. And like literally it pissed him off. and he found 3 more restaurants that
Have the same
like,
thing.
and I told him, I was like, you have to pay attention because that's the thing. That's the culture. It's their rights, their country.
Yeah.
And it really ain't no different from America. Like,
That's how actually like I would be treated too if I go back to any parts of like China or whatever.
Yeah.
Like because even if I speak Chinese, they would just know.
they know.
They know you're a
They would
tourist.
just treat you way fucking different. Like I probably get fucking scammed and finessed if I go back to Vietnam because they'll just know right off the bat. One, Vietnamese dude in Vietnam aren't this fucking big.
How would
so
that-
they're like, this dude got money, but I don't. McDonald's is mad cheap here. What do you want me to do? Right?
Well, wait. How would they say it to you?
No, they would just treat me mad mean. Like they would just be mad rude to me.
Like, you have to go. That's
Where
it.
y'all going?
I want you to do the accent, Michael.
I want you to do the accent.
I know. I'll get canceled. I do it when you're not around, Michael.
What I'm missing over here?
What's happening? You guys good?
Oh, I got the Zaza. Nah, actually, if you have the volcanoes over there. Oh nah, you do your thing.
Since you brought it up.
It's the same in Haiti too, though, for foreigners.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
That's how you're an American.
Mm-hmm.
Say, oh.
Yeah, exactly. The cousin.
Yeah. But I'll tell you though, when I went to Africa, when I was in South Africa and Namibia,
Oh.
it was not what I thought it would be.
I heard
was
horrible shit, bro.
I mean, no, they asked me if I was from there. They were all about it. I started to learn Xhosa because they welcomed me. I was so used to like getting ready for them to be like, oh, they gonna know you're American. So I was like, yeah, but I also understand where it comes from in the sense because if you don't actively look for your roots, you can smell it. You can smell it on them. Like, I'm not going to, I mean, and to each their own. I mean, if you don't want to know, fine, but it's like I tell black folks now, I go, what black are you protecting if you don't know your roots? Like, is it your American version? Grand, but your American version is based off of your actual roots. So don't
Yeah.
go out here screaming that they still in the culture when you don't even know the foundation of your own culture, because what they say, those who know your past know your future.
Yeah.
They control your future. And it's for real. And like, when I tell you like learning, I did a 23andMe. I'm going to do them all. I'm going to do 23andMe,
They're gonna clone
Ancestry.com.
the shit
I'm going
out
to
you.
do, you said they what?
They're gonna clone the shit out you.
I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna have a one-man show, but it's gonna be
Go
30
right ahead.
Calvin.
And you know what? At the end of the day,
Nah,
if
I'm
they
kidding.
doing it, they doing it. But God
That's how I
got me.
feel.
The
I'm
God
like-
got me. I'm all like, I don't care. Give me some
I hope
weed
they
and
clone
some
me. I need
Louis
like
and I'm
extra
fine.
organs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, but no, it's like, but when I went there, it was so, because I mean, it wasn't like I got off the ship and they were like, brother,
Yeah.
like, but it was from conversations and like, cause at first, I mean, yeah, you could feel the like, oh, here we go, some like American nigga who don't know shit about shit, and I was just like, oh, what are the languages? What is this? What is customary? What because especially too their what do you call it, like their color system, their caste system, like with the apartheid and shit, like it's very real. They're like, are you colored or are you? And I'm like, well, I'm black, so they would consider me like, and learning where you stand and the rules that are still there. So,
crazy.
and I think that's why they were so nice to me because I was interested. I was like, I don't know how many times I'm going to get to come to Africa.
Bottom of the rung. Here I come. That's it.
Child, I love a bottom. Mm.
Yeah, you do.
Shut up, here you go.
I know. I'm looking for this one.
Fruit.
He calls the butthole fruit.
Yeah,
There you go.
you niggas need to know your fruit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, it will, and I mean it. No, it will help y'all out because first of all,
I gotta know
any
my own
person who don't know their body, you're stupid. I think that is mad dumb. If you're not doing the testicular test on yourselves, if you're not testing your, that's on you.
Like with a jumper cable?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a shocking experience, I'll tell you that. But
It's
there's
electrifying.
you play around, but there are people who like that electrosis type of things. You ever see those things, those toys? I told you I'm a cum gutter butt slut.
It is.
As you get older, the toys grow. you gotta come on. I got
It
this one
takes
I
more
call
to get me
Optimus
going.
Prime that folds into the. I'm
Yeah.
gonna kid you.
He's like, I pour battery acid down my urethra
Ooh.
just to feel something.
Not just to feel something. No, but yeah, it's like explore yourselves, know yourselves,
Speaking
learn.
of-
At the end of the day, also it's like we get so caught up on what everybody else thinks, and us start trying to throw rules on everybody else. That is your own rules. That's fine. It's like I met niggas who don't like my cousin Eddie. Yeah, I'm calling you out Eddie Grimes. Gets on my nerves because he's one of those old school niggas that's like he's like them old school niggas that's like, oh, you don't put lotion on this and this and this, and I'm like, look,
Like
if
weird
you-
guy stuff.
Yeah, like it's gay to put lotion on your legs, and I said, okay, but the
He's like, nigga,
eczema-
I'm gay.
Yeah, like, but I would always, and I have to approach. I go, okay, well, what woman wants to touch your scaly skin though? Because also these be the same niggas that have rules for every girl. You can't be like this, and nigga, look at you.
Yeah.
Look, why would a prize like that come to a bum like you? And I don't
You in
get
a
it,
basement, cuz.
Yeah. Fuck, like, you know, but that's what it is. Like, you need to learn yourself, touch yourself. I mean, you already masturbating, you already holding dicks, and what they say, every hand you shook has most likely had a dick in it.
I believe that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's
So-
very few.
Hands that haven't.
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
There's Elena. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like-
I'm just naming every
Yeah,
person.
I'm all
who's
like,
never had a dick.
Shout out
in
to
their-
Elena. But if she shook my hand,
Yep.
6 degrees of separation, because I touched mine.
30 seconds ago. Hey, how are you?
But I wash my hands.
Woo. Speaking of like guy stuff like that,
Oh, bring it on.
I was just I don't know if you saw my Instagram.
No, I was like, were
He
you
perking? He's showing. He's flashing.
stupid?
He just it's like little buttons.
Get out of my little.
Just a
Look like little mini erasers.
like a lead pencil eraser.
I mean, but they be cute though. Get into them.
But no, I was recently in a documentary. and if you
I saw. Come on with your hair.
But yeah, and that's kind of what it was about. It was just kind of like, what you know about that, Ness? I'm playing. But
Get your scalp right together.
woo! No, but
Well, loves
They sure enough do.
Ball's mad at
Name
yeah.
us. Everybody like a bald person. Hell,
I love bald people.
I do.
I'm
Smooth
fucking
with
with
it.
the vision, yo.
I fuck them. I mean, yeah. With the vision too.
With the vision.
I can see me coming. It gets
But yeah, so documentary, I feel like something that while I was on it, what I was realizing, and I guess was a central part of it, was that like, as a guy of color, nobody does anything with their hair. I mean, it's more normalized now, and like, it was just like I didn't realize everybody else had the same thing. It's like, yeah, you just buzz your hair and you have your fucking lineup.
because, and now you think about it though, look at all our restrictions. What, 2019, the Crown Act finally got passed?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever see how they rip open old, like, Victorian furniture and niggas' hair is in it? It's not just cotton. It's our hair. Our hair, like,
not
I went through
funny.
an experience. I know, it's crazy, but it's crazy to think about. Like, yeah.
This is dreadlocks.
Yeah, like literally.
Yo.
But no, because that's what it is when we haven't had the freedom to enjoy our hair, you know, and then you come down to the patriarch of like, oh, it's too feminine for you to care about your hair.
That's
And
been
we're
the main
like, but
thing I
that's
was
why you
getting to.
niggas is going bald, and then you're scared of going bald, but then you're not doing. It's like it's just so wrapped up. That's why it's like, again, it leads back to get to know yourself and do you, because first of all, like, if it's yours, take care of it. Like, ain't nothing worse than you smelling like that. It's looking like that. You know what I mean? And it's and I want to do the same thing that white people do. If they get to play with their hairs like that, I want to do the same thing. Because look at it. It's like, you got it. It's yours. Do it.
And it was just like this whole, like, as a kid, it wasn't even a choice. It just happened. Like, you got your haircut, and it was like not a time you enjoyed. You just got your haircut,
You got it. Yep.
and then that was just a part of your routine. And then, like, even like shampoo and shit, like, there was no, like, it's just whatever as a guy.
Oh,
like,
no, not
but
up in my house. No,
it
it's
seems-
there was some damn sure cleansing, baby. Well, I think
No,
it's also.
I mean, there was. Well, that's the thing. So I mean, there was like shampoo, and there was like obviously stuff. There was better stuff, but like the guy stuff.
Oh, but you meant like you just grabbed, like it was just shampoo.
I don't
You know what I'm
care.
saying? Oh, we
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
My mom and them, but I'm in a house where I was the only guy.
And I was gonna say, for me, I didn't grow up with black women in my life, so
Ooh, see, and
so
that
you know what I'm saying.
matters.
So like,
Yeah.
understanding my hair stuff was like, with my ex a lot was like, and she had so much product that I could just play.
Oh, I lived. Yeah, when
Yeah.
I was in that show, I was like, I used it. It was child.
And like, but like growing up, my mom had like nicer shampoo and conditioner
Mm-hmm.
I'd use, but like, there was no. I guess there was not even a need if my hair was so short. Like you're washing your head, but like it's not gonna make my hair look any different.
Yeah,
You know,
but
like, it
that
was-
scalp when it's snowing all day.
Oh yeah, not
yeah.
me. I got an oily sheen.
I hope so.
I'm like a slug, boy.
Ew.
Yeah,
I
I be
know.
sliding around when you're not here. I turn off the AC and I slide around like risky business.
Did not.
Yeah, yeah. I go.
That shit.
Yeah.
No, but no, yeah, it does matter to grow up with black women, and because my mom, it's like, she told me like one of the first things. I mean, my mom told me what she loved in men. So like one of the things she said at first, she was like, a man needs to have nice hands. If you gonna touch me, your hands need to be nice. And it's not in the sense of like you can't have calluses. She goes, I like to see a nigga who works, but like your hands. She was like, your nail beds need to be clean. Because first of all, why would I want your dirty fingertips inside me?
My nail beds are clean, but I bite the shit out my nails.
Well, stop, because it's nasty. Second of all, it
shake my
pinches.
hand, bro.
It pinches. You don't know what fingers feel like unless you try having fingers in you. And you're going to understand the importance of keeping your hands
I will
clean
never
and nice.
understand the importance of
You say that now, but when you get like 50, 60, things change. Things do. I mean, things change. I'm not saying that you're literally going to be
Somebody's
playing in your
gonna be
booty,
like
but...
fishing my prostate out of my body, maybe.
Well, a doctor will be when you hit 40, so get used to it now, nigga.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, it's not a full claw. How?
No, he's
you
he's
gaping?
pulling, no, he's pulling the prostate out.
Oh, so he's got the whole...
He's pulling out like an apple.
Why is it so big? Like
Because
an
that's
apple?
why it's coming out, Calvin. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, that is so gross. But no, it's like, but yeah,
It's like a ski bowl, bro.
There are things that my mom. That's why we had to have lotion. We had to have like my mom was like, you're not gonna be out here because also too like. When you have children, my mom was like, you are an extension of me. So
of course,
and my mom was like, I go out looking busted before my kids would. And so that's why it's so, you know, and coming from Aqueduct Project, so we had all of that pressure and that, but it, again, it's just because of where I grew up and how I grew up. So it was my hair had to be slicked. It needed to make sure I was moisturized. Like it was done down and I was not going to stink. There was no snot. It was, my mom was like, keep your ass clean, keep your nose clean.
Yeah, no, I was definitely. It's just, I guess what I'm saying is my hair was literally a fade. It was so low. It was like a quarter.
Oh, I went through so much.
It was like a centimeter, bro. Like my hair was just like so.
Yeah. Well, mine.
Yeah,
my mom like hit me up with like at 12, I'd say. That's when I started to be responsible for my hair. Yeah. She was like, she followed my grandfather's rule because my grandfather had 7 kids and 5 of them were boys, and it was in the 70s too, so they had their big fros. Yeah. And he said his rule was if you kept your hair cut or clean, then you could keep it. But the moment that it was unshaped, he would shave it all off. And so, and it's like, and so it's like, so at 12 years old, that's what it was. Mom was like, well, what do you want? Do you want this? But there were also still certain things because, you know, a nigga wasn't supposed to look gay, but yet they praising Prince and all his. It was like, when I tell you the double standards, like I grew up in that world. Yeah, and it's like, no, literally, my sister Nikki is named after Darling Nikki. So it's like, it's things like that. But like growing up but that's also what I paid attention to because I just marveled my mom and all I had was her. So when I was like, all right, niggas don't do this. Niggas do this. All right, niggas don't do this. We do that. And
Prince
and
is
then
literally
also,
sucking his own nipple at the Super Bowl.
And niggas can do that. They your nipples. If you like them, I am not going to deny myself shit for nobody.
Yeah, no.
If I fucking like it and you don't like it, go somewhere else.
You be popping toes in your mouth?
I sure do.
You go, this,
like, but it's only if I'm in the mood. But when I tell you, hell yeah, I have him on his back, feet up on my chest, them toes going in my mouth. Mm-hmm. Yup. You ask, I'm gonna tell you.
No, you gotta
tell
me more.
But you know what always makes me laugh because it goes, y'all be joking like this, but I'd be like, this is what it sounds like to be a gay person listening to y'all talk about pussy all day, and then be like, I don't want them gay niggas throwing their life in my face. They forcing it on me. Okay, but I need to hear about your 7-inch dick.
It's so stupid.
Straight people are the gayest people of my life.
Yo, it's mad fucking true.
It's true.
And all I'm just like is like nobody
white
cares.
Fat
just
frat
live your
bros.
life. Yeah, it's
shoving like a rubber chicken.
Not
at each
even the white
ass.
fat frat bros. It's them black ones too, because them niggas be doing it, and it's just because a lot of it too is that I think that because most guys just get you get taught to not be affectionate, and I think that's why they confuse affection just with flirting. Period. I mean, because you know what I mean. Like
I get that.
Because I
don't get that, but I understand it could be a concept.
Well, and I think also just because my life too, like I've lost a lot of people at early ages. That it's like I'm tired of waiting to you having to have a bedpan for me to be comfortable to touch you. That's and weird. To like take care of you.
Is that how your family like not affectionate?
I just my family is affectionate.
Me too.
My uncles will cry watching Bambi, like. But they be the most huntingest niggas that you are. I mean, I grew up with so many deer hanging from the trees in my grandma, but literally will be watching Bambi and be like, y'all, that's fucked up. Like, you just like, but we were taught to emote. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, but I noticed just from a lot of guys that, because Yeah, it's like when you look at them, it's like, why you gotta wait till you're a grandfather before you go back to how you were.
That's weird. Yeah.
Because then you also, I think, then too, from witnessing it and just being around a lot of elderly, yeah, they notice that they missed a lot of time, because it's like, think about it, when you first have a kid, you kiss your kid everywhere. Then as you get older, when it's a son, you start to teach them how to pound. Then you teach them how to like give dap, but then you start to hug them less. Then you start to shut up, R. Kelly. Then you start to teach them, like, when you give a hug, you have to keep your fist in between, so there's no contact.
It's weird.
There's no real contact. And then it's just like, or it's like, yeah, I can't put my arm around you, but then it's like, there's so many fucking rules when it just comes to, sometimes it is nice to just be by your brother, and just because also too, it's like, because then it's also too, it's like, but why didn't you only do this with blood and not your other? There's so many. Yeah.
Stanley.
Come here. But you know what I mean? It's at the time where I'm just tired now of tragedy to be the reason why we can go, let's stop these rules for a second and then bring it back. And then it's just like, no, because you missed it. And at the end of the day, it's like, I know you trying, I'm trying. And just because I'm compassionate and affectionate to you, don't mean I'm trying to sleep with you. You know what I mean? And that's what, because I'm
They're
like,
also my family.
Yeah,
I feel like my dad's family could be like that, but I didn't really grow up with them like that. And then my stepdad, so like, we're all mad affectionate. So like, I even feel now like I hug my dad. Like I probably the most contact.
Fuck my dad. But yeah, keep going.
You what?
Yeah, fuck that nigga. No, I didn't.
Taught you how to pound?
No, that is.
Yeah.
No, but my dad taught me how to be a freak, though, because I used to sneak up in that room. He had a drawer full of panties, and I remember being like, what is this?
He's like a serial killer.
No, he said, when I used to talk to that nigga, he said, they take my seed, I take their panties.
They take his seed.
Mm-hmm. Like, if he came with them, then he'd take their panties. Yeah. I learned
how
to
came with them, or came?
No, like, so I learned, so there's a term called a bull. I'm a bull. Okay. I'm a walking dick for most of the people that I lay with. Okay. And I do not climax with them. I am just a fuck stick. I don't care about getting off. I get off in a way by them getting off. So my dad was like that, in the sense of like, yeah, if he couldn't stop himself because the coochie was so good, he'd take her panties so he could remember.
Just take her number, dude.
I mean, but I mean, you have to remember too. It's like that was his way of remembering. Like, oh, Rochelle with the red panties. Like that.
He should make it into like a suit jacket.
Fuck that nigga. He should make nothing. How about that? But no, like I remember the first porn I watched was my dad's tape that he had in there, and it was like this tape with this black queen with 5 dicks, and I remember just being like, "Yo, the Spice Channel, Channel 99."
She wanted to be the queen.
Oh, I didn't want. Well, I wasn't into it. Like when I tell you, like me being gay, it came into realization, because I definitely started with women. I was a whore when I was a kid. I got whipped on top of a girl. I was 13. Like on top of this girl named Ashley in Timberwoods.
You literally got whipped
on top of her because we were fucking in the woods, and my mom could see us from. Like, when you a kid, you also don't know. It's like there was things I knew, but I didn't know. I spent a lot of my life in the hospital because of my asthma, so I read everything. And I mean, my mom will tell you, I taught my sisters about a clitoris because my mom kept calling it a little man on a boat, and I was like, you can't use street terms when we need to talk about tech. Because
Fife dog?
Because my mom is street smarts, I was the book smart. So and that's what it was. It was literally like my mom was like, you need to read, because she didn't graduate high school. So we like, my mom has I forgot whatever you call this little like casing thing she has, but it has all 3 of our diplomas. And and we gave them to their, what is it? It's like a China set, but it's like a China cabinet. Yeah, but
like
it's
an
not
entertainment
like the big
system
ones.
or entertainment center.
No, it's small and it's long
and it has glass.
I know. But yeah, and it has our prom cups under our thing, because she never got to go to prom. So like so she lived through it like 3 times. But yeah, it's like. Yeah, like I had to read, and when she would say certain street things, like she didn't know what fellatio was, but imagine trying not. Yeah, it was like, but think of only the middle section, just the middle section. Yeah, because it needs to fit in the corner in the hallway by the bathroom. But like think about like trying to teach your kids about sex, and we had sex education at the time, because I know that's iffy in certain states. But like we had sex education, so when I'm all like. Fellatio, and she's like, I don't know what that is, but you can't say sucking dick to a child. But yeah, but that's where I literally like it's like, and being gay too, it's like my mom learned as I learned. So there are still moments that it's like we talk, but we don't go into deep details. Like, but we know we're all freaks. I mean, like my family, this is how close we are. I came out of the closet 10 days before I got off a cruise ship. I just turned 23. And my mom was like, do you want me to tell the family or do you want to tell them? And I was like, nah, you tell the family, because my mom is like, at that time, she was the matriarch in line, and she's the matriarch now. But yeah, she told my mom, I call her Thug Mrs. She hates when I call her that. But she was like, so the rumors are true. Y'all been talking for years. My son is gay. I said, if he didn't say he was gay, then he wasn't gay. If he said he was gay, he's gay. But this is the same nephew that was raised around your children, So if you don't want to be a part of his life, that's grand. You just won't be part of mine either. Like the way she was just like,
yeah.
And then left. But there are things so it's like, then I came home and it's me and my two sisters, Tamisha and Nikki. Hey, Tamisha and Nikki. Hey. And my mom, Sharon. And we were sitting in the living room, just chilling. And then about like out of nowhere, just Tamisha goes, Ma, Calvin likes to eat booty. And she goes, yeah, he get that from his daddy. And we're like, and that's just how we, and we mimic everything. Like me and my sister Nikki at the same time, because we learned about fellatio from Tamisha, the older sister, because she would always say, I don't suck dick, I just kiss the heads. And we would go, like we're those kids. But so it's like we're very open. We talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I film my family a lot, not because it's like I want us on the show, but I tell folks, I'm like, I know I'm special, but I'm not actually special in my family, because like when people are like, how do you come up with these voices? I'd be like, this is how my grandfather sounds. Like my grandpa, he be over here and he's like, no, like that's how he talks. And it's up in his nose. And then everyone's like, and I'm like, so that's how I access it, but I don't, what I mean? But that's just what the family sounds like. But yeah, I have some followers on Instagram that always love it when I get on our land, because my grandma and them, they have a plot. And so in Virginia, and they just love it. It's so country. It's so black. I live for it. Yeah. Welcome to my family.
I want to talk to you about this in front of America, or the 13 of you. Rent boy.
Oh, me being a rent boy?
What is a rent boy?
Did I tell you I was a rent boy? I was a rent boy for 3 months. I tried a lot of things, child. I had a master and everything.
What does that mean? I
was submissive. And we would have sessions. A rent boy. Rent boy is a prostitute. It's another name for a prostitute. It's another name for a escort, a hooker, a slut. Woo! Who gets paid. But what do you want to know? Like,
I don't know. What was it like? Were you on the street under the train?
No, because there's all different kinds of rent boys.
For a good time.
No,
street light.
But no, I was an online rent boy.
Oh, okay.
And I actually didn't take one client. My best friend TJ will take TJ. You remember
I have to see his face.
Yeah, because he worked at Bear Burger a little bit.
He'll know me.
But I didn't take a client though because I was nervous.
I'd be nervous
only
too,
because
bro.
I was thinking about cops.
Oh, that's
because it wasn't about. I mean, if I'm fucking strangers left, right, and center, anybody could pull out a knife. Hell, I could kill somebody. But
I have.
You
got yourself.
Yeah, I killed that pussy. But no, it's like, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a rent boy, and it was thrilling though because it was seeing fiscally what I'm worth to people and being in that control. Like there is a lot of like, I can see how it gets addicting because think about it. Like some people like, oh, I can work a shift at the restaurant and make $300 real quick. I could literally be like, it's pride. You niggas want to suck my toes for $100? And they would.
Bro, wait, they're going to suck your toes for $100?
They would.
You should do each foot.
Yo,
you could double up.
No, you think I'm kidding? It's like back when your episode you were talking about the PS5. I was like, you could have got your toes sucked and a nigga would have sent you a motherfucking PS5. They love
Is the office still open?
You could even, I'm talking about there are people, you could show the fruit. Like no, because something that is elusive to the homosexual is the straight man's asshole. It is the
gay for pay.
Yeah, it's like, but you can show it to them and they will throw money at you. They don't even have to be in the same room with it. You just learn
the little starfish.
No, yeah, but I'm like dead ass. But I'm like dead ass for real. It's like it's they will pay for it. It's there. So like all jokes aside, you laugh, but I'll be laughing at the bank with a nigga strapped to my toes.
Yo,
period.
Calvin said with a
and
nigga
now
on
I'm not saying like
he's gonna have two niggas like shoes.
Yeah. Open your mouth.
Walk into the bank.
Yeah, nah, that sounds like I'm like bite the curb. Oh my god.
The curb.
But no, it's like I'm not gonna sit there and literally be like, oh, you also just gonna get online and be like, it's there.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it comes
Like
with
you said, you have to take care of yourself.
You
have
gotta
to take care of
promote your
yourself.
posts on Instagram?
Yes, literally. Oh yeah.
Well,
I
like,
mean,
I'm just
You
kidding.
know how many dudes like they don't like you said like they don't moisturize. You know, like kind of janky some of these dudes look.
I don't.
It's not easy. Like,
or also, but it's there. That's there too. There are pigs. That's what they're called. They want to make sure that they suck your dick after you ain't washed for 3 days, and or I'm talking about have a little bit of a skid tire track in your drawers. They want to be about. They're like, can I sniff it before? And I'm just like.
oh!
Bad breath makes my dick soft, so I don't understand what makes their dick hard. Like, no, literally, I remember I was having sex with this one guy, and his breath stank, and I went soft. I was like, yo, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Yeah. Brush your teeth.
So you ain't even gotta pay me, bro. Just please
Brush
brush,
your
your
teeth.
teeth.
Because you ain't kissing me. You ain't going to give me stink dick. How your mouth on my dick, and now my dick stink?
Yeah.
How it smell cleaner coming out your asshole than it coming out your mouth?
You said it smelled like oysters.
Oyster smell better than that, child. It smelled like right before you clean chitlins. And then you had the nerve to like cook a fresh pot of collards. Left the heat on, windows closed.
Can we just talk about how inconsiderate it is if you're like with like
Nasty.
sleeping with somebody?
This is when we.
No,
Smells.
no. Let's talk about this because
This is
I was
when we
having
need like
this.
a Dollar Shave Club.
Nah,
ad or
because
something.
let's talk about this
Or
too. 'Cause
Manscaped.
it is when I looked at there was a time earlier during quarantine where I was looking at all these videos of how white people wash or the lacking of, and this is what gagged me is like watching how there was like this podcast, or I can't even remember what it is, but these two guys I always watch because I love their questions they ask each other, and it just shows that they're nasty. But they were like, tell us your washing regime. And this girl was like, well, first I start with my hair. And they were like, yeah. She was like, I shampoo, and then I let it rinse down, and then I get out.
What?
Well, I'm thinking because the soap runs down. So I'm just like, you niggas be eating they pussies smelling like that. You be eating they assholes smelling like that. That All Lives Matter friend I used to have, he used to fuck with this one girl. I used to call her
That's why we don't fuck with white women.
I call her Miss Pissy because she one time screamed,
Don't look
"Who
at me.
washes their feet every day?"
Oh!
Get the toesy woesies.
I was like, first of all, she was mad because he said that when he would like, first of all, and I mean, fuck that nigga. When he would talk to me about her, he was saying like, yeah, oh, like I'm trying to like fuck her on her back, but her feet stink because they're on my chest and it's all I can smell. Or
Tarantino's dream.
yeah, or my
I just
favorite.
imagine. I imagine her on her back. I can't even do it. You know the Joker? It's like. With the toes,
But
the
it's gotta
dirty-
be with
the
pinky
dirty
toes too, and it's gotta.
or like the two big toes, like.
Or he's all like, yeah, and then she's like, that one that's like, wing.
or it's like that. It's like
But
Rambo
no,
with
or
the
when
mud.
he would say, or he would go, I don't like to fuck her doggy because I could smell her asshole. And I was like, and I'm just like, yeah, but you choose to sleep with that, and y'all also choose not to be better and bathe, like,
Talk about it.
or period.
Yeah.
Imagine, I mean, because also, again, when I tell you, I'm a feminist hardcore.
Uh-oh.
Like, I fucks with women because I came through a woman. I'm practically a woman. I know I'm not one, but I know the divine feminine in me.
Yeah.
But it's like, think about what that woman said. If she's literally getting in there just shampooing, I can only think about then your menstruation cycle. Like, what are you doing then to
I'm
cleanse
not
yourself?
thinking about that at all.
Exactly, because those niggas don't think like that. Over here getting gonorrhea.
Nah,
like,
if she smells like
yeah,
old shrimp
like trash.
or garbage,
trash.
then I'm.
I don't imagine it smelling anything like seafood. Seafood smell great.
Oh, you know,
I feel like it smells like
I
trash.
was thinking of a gross smell.
Trash.
Yeah, trash, garbage.
Trash is
that garbage
hot
water.
New York garbage water.
That's the worst.
hot garbage water
It's like in
in
Chinatown.
period.
Ugh.
With the fresh bags that's been sitting out
I don't
there.
get it. Yeah, like I just don't know how people
Got that murky oil
yeah
paint on
that
the
sheen
top.
looking like a rainbow.
That good. What the fuck
It's
is
a-
rainbow
oil-
in this?
it's that oil and water that don't mix.
No, that's gasoline, bro.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's gasoline.
It's true.
Like, but you know what I mean? And that's how it is with you think about these niggas who talk about
I just think generally, how do you not know you smell?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That bugs me out.
But that's the same as these niggas who don't wash their assholes.
But why?
They fight about it
I'm
too.
terrified.
They're like, oh, it's
It's gay. Who the fuck is in the shower with you?
Yeah.
That's gay.
The nigga cleaning my ass. The fuck you mean?
And it's just, but it's literally like also because it just makes me, maybe it's just how my brain works. But that's where I'm going, that's why you niggas sag then, because your ass stinks. It looks like, my mom told us when we were growing up, you don't sag your pants because 1, it means you looking for it. There's no problem then. 2, it looks like your ass stinks. Half these niggas be having sweat cracks walking out. And that's why I keep going, y'all keep calling me so gay, but you niggas got your asses out.
And
For
lubricated,
us to
bro.
look.
And lubricated.
And it's literally caked up. But that's where I'm going, your asshole stinks. I've had my male friends that are straight. They will tell you. I used to have like practically like talks with all my straight friends anytime I do a gig. Because when you are the gay person in the group, you know, you are the token, you are the person that they use you to get other girls. Then I go, if you want me to introduce you to any of my females, then I'm gonna teach you about what they don't like. And the first thing is when these niggas be like, why my girl don't suck my balls? I go, cause your asshole stink. They go, what's that got to do? Cause your asshole's by your balls, nigga.
Smell like
And if you
Parmesan,
want
bro.
her to lift them, she's going to smell your asshole. And not because she's trying to. Because it's the same as when you put a girl in doggy position, she's already exposed. Her asshole's right there. So
Asshole.
that's why you niggas need to wash.
Forbidden
Because
fruit.
there was a what's it called? I think it's called the Phantom Menace. Is where this one guy who had like his story out. This again celebrating nastiness, but this nigga was talking about how he was sitting on this girl's. It's called the Phantom Menace, where you disappear while she goes in the bathroom, because he was talking about how he sat on her bed and she had white sheets. And she was sucking his dick, got a good sloppy, all of that. And I guess because the juices went down to his whole mixed in with his caked up nastiness, he said that when he got up, there was a skid mark. So he got dressed and left. And I'm going, yeah, nigga, you
But it
are
left a
gross.
question mark. He disappeared into the wind.
Riddler. But
He's like,
it's
catch
like,
you in the wind, nigga.
But that's how nigga broke wind. Like,
He said,
but
"Bye."
that's what I'm just like, but y'all celebrating it and you gross. You nasty.
I want to talk about your shirt too.
Thank you. The House of Pabon. This is a shirt
Pabon.
that is designed from Carlos. There's 2 house fathers. So I'm a house mother.
Explain
our
to
house,
people what it is.
Our house is a community of uplifting. It's not just for homosexual men, it's for everyone, because everyone needs support. Do we do ballroom as in the underground? Not yet. The goal is to get us there. I mean, you know, that'd be fire. But we are primarily a fashion house.
Is that generally what a house is?
No. Generally, if we're going from the ballroom culture, it comes from like, even to this day, but back in the day when you would come out and you get kicked out and you go stay with a friend and
Come
like
out,
most
get kicked out for
being a homosexual
Gotcha.
or of being of an alternative lifestyle. When you would, and most of them would flock to a big city, i.e. mostly New York, and when you would stay with a friend and then your friend is showing you the ropes, that's where they'd be like, oh, this is my mother, this is my daughter, this is, because it's not actually, it's not set on any of the patriarchal gender codes. Because like, for instance, if you joined my house for whatever reason you wanted to, if you identified as my son, I'd be like, you my son, and it don't mean that you gay, it don't mean that you are here for support. We're here to support you. So with our house, we have 2 brands. We have the House of Pabon proper, which is a luxe fashion brand, but it's multifaceted, but mostly on the high end stuff. And then we have Designed by Decorum, which is my brand as well. So, which is everything. It's a production company. It has knitwear, crochet, where I have my yarn.
I saw it in there.
Yeah, in the bag. I always
About
say
to
with
make me a mask.
I'm about to get in, because there's some things I want to do, like shorts and stuff. I watch a lot of knitwear industry people, and it's great, but my stuff is going to be boutique style, so I'm only selling what I personally put my hands on. But yeah, this shirt, my house father, these are on. You can follow him at Javi787, JAVI787 on Instagram.
On the bio.
You can also find it on House of Pabon on Instagram. You can find me, Calvin Lamont Cooper, on Instagram. That's CalvinLamontCooper.
Oh, he's high.
I'm about to swallow this mic. But yeah, this is one of his shirts, and these are his sketches. These are his actual designs.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. I was like, that's pretty dope.
He has a lot of great work. Check out his stuff. And keep your eyes peeled out. But yeah, so our house is we've been a family for 4 years. We've had children for 2. We have 3 beautiful kids.
You guys like adopt or?
No, I mean when I say children, but we have. I want to give a shout out to Tyler Eisenreich, aka Fiction. I want to give a shout out to Mike Santamassimo, aka Essence, and Bernard Velasquez, aka Honeybee. So those are our children. And they are doing a damn thing. So make sure you just follow them. Where you see them, you'll see me. Where you see me, you see them.
True.
But yeah, so it's been a lovely support system. You know, we are right now mostly keeping it just us. It's the 6 of us because some people, you know, we are old school based. So I tell a lot of folks, I go, if you want to join my house, this ain't no rah, rah, rah just because I want to be in a house. Like, no, this is a real support system. So whether you are an actor, singer, dancer, fashion, it doesn't matter, but know who you are or know where you'd like to be and be about it. And so I run it like a court. So I say we have honorary children, and then we have what we call ladies in waiting. Ladies in waiting are people who want to join the house. And so you show an interest.
It's the queue.
It's the queue. Because here's the thing. I always tell folks, when you come to the house and you have your coronation, you meet your mother and your father. Because I go, most folks know me, but you don't know decorum, and you don't know decorum next to Carlos. And we run it different. And so I say, when you come correct, because my name is Decorum no less. There will always be a bit of class. And when you tell us your first name, I give you your second because your father gave you your last.
Ooh.
Smooth with it. But yeah, but it's based in like my children would tell you, the first kids. Oh, we have to shout out Charles, aka Sondora. I call him my Sondora. He's my actual OG child. He out there doing it. But yeah, like one of the first times we hung out, I was talking about pride. I was like, you know, I'm very glad that y'all can go out there in your booty shorts and kiss on the street and do whatever you want to do, because the reason why it's important is because we want to do what straight people get to do. You know, it'd be nice to hold hands and not get my face bashed just because I'm holding someone's hands. What's that got to do with y'all? Like, you know what I mean? But I was telling them that, and I'm not gay, but my boyfriend's gay.
No. That's the guy. That's the guy.
Yeah. I got accosted on Pride, and this man got so mad at me because I was like, "Happy Pride, you're not going to," because he was like, because I said something about my friend we were clearly gay, because I'm also like, oh my God, like up in my high register. I'm not saying that just because you're talking high register makes you gay, but I was literally giving you dicks coming out of my mouth. And I was like, and I said, this dick gave me my whole life. And the guy goes, it gave you your whole life, huh? And I go, sure did. He goes, that's sad. I go, for you, happy Pride. And I keep it going. Like, but I mean, like, it's crazy how they throw their life on me. My life is being forced upon by straight people all the time, you know? But I told them, so I teach them, you know, at the end of the day, just be about who you say you are. That's the level of execution about the House of Pabon. It's not for show. It's for you. It's for us. And it's real. So it's lovely. So check us out. House of Pabon, Pabon.
Woo! And then I have one thing more thing I want to ask you.
Can you bottom for me? Sure. I mean, if you're okay with being friends.
cut the film. No, man.
Cut.
So like, it's something I want to focus on more in the first season, but I feel like I kept missing the question. Like working creatively, right? Like you come across a bunch of blocks and stuff too creatively. Or
actually, I was gonna say, coming from the lyrics of The Hustle, I said it. No. It goes because when I get stuck, I just start again. I don't believe in getting stuck. I believe in sometimes things end that we didn't plan to end. Yeah. No, so I don't have a block, but but I'm different. I don't have a block because I also have so much.
So this is what I was gonna say. Yeah. So like for me, I know that like if I can't write today, I'm producing. If I can't produce, I'm building fucking Gundams. If I'm not, like it's just my focus shifts. So like I know that's how I get through a block. Or if I feel there's a block, I know when it's coming. Yeah, it feels like I can see it, and I'm like, okay, let me wind down into something else and then go back in. And I was gonna ask you if like, but it sounds like similar.
Yeah, like it's like because you know I only feel a sense of a block when I put pressure on me, and I literally true. And that's like because I did a track with my friend Ari. Hey Ari, 54 Below, July 17th. Come get your tickets. Do I have it? Yeah, I have the audio recording of it from when we did it in the tracks. But I got my nerves going, and she sent me the demo. And it was for the first time I was like, I can't write. I don't know what to fucking say. But it was also because I put her so high on this pedestal. Because again, like I said, I know I made it because the folks that I was like, I want them to want to collab with me. When she was like, swoop, I want this. And I was just like, oh,
can do.
And I was in Virginia for what, 6 days.
Is she down there?
No. She's here in New York.
Is that the person that I've seen you on FaceTime with? No, right?
I FaceTime a lot.
So you were high as shit. You couldn't get here. You were stuck to the fucking couch.
I was stuck
you were
to the
with
couch.
a girl. I don't know who
I was
it was.
with the girl.
She's probably where you're staying in Astoria, or
nah, because I was at the studio. I was at a studio in Brooklyn with her. Gotcha. But yeah, it was like, because I listened to her track and she was like, I want it to be emotionally steering in this, and so I was just putting pressure because then I was like, okay. Because like, you know me as an artist, I was like, lyrical content matters. Every time that I speak, I want it to be heard. And I was just like, but then I realized like the music came to me after I put it on, and I just was doing whatever, and I was just crocheting. Yeah. And it was like, when I'm crocheting, again, music is the pulse of my life. So I was like, I need to feel something. And then it popped on. And I was just like, and I just started spitting a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, we're back.
That's what happens to me.
Because I focused somewhere else, and because I always need music. That's what. So it's like, I just trust at the end of the day that if I'm not meant to touch it, just don't. Yeah,
I feel like every song I write, I'm like, damn, is that the last good thing I'm ever gonna write? Like every time, and I'm just like, every fucking time, and I'm like, oh boy.
Well, sucks. You know, I do little tests. So it's like, because you know how you get obsessed with the song you just dropped, and you're just like, work. Well, then I purposely go back to one in the beginning, and I go, just listen to it, and I tell myself, cut off my mind and just listen. And if I'm rocking with, I'm like, all right, the beat, because it doesn't matter. Because like I mean, we all do that. I was like, wow, listening to what I wrote a while back, I was like, ooh, she corny. But also look at where. So it's like, but I learned to cut that off, because no matter what, I produce something. Since I always give it my 100, then I know I gave what it was. Yeah.
For me, it's more like, damn, I'm nice. How am I gonna top it?
And I'm not going to lie. I'd be like, this beat's fire. But I also realized I've been calling it my season of unlimiting myself. Nice. Because it's like I said, it's like the way that like none of your tracks to me sound the same. That's what makes it fire. Good. Because I'm always like, you know, it's like you have a clear aesthetic, but you don't have a clear go-to, which is nice. No go-to for the Goku. Okay, ooh. You know, I got this picture I need to show you that's also gonna make you go crazy, because it's gonna ruin Dragon Ball Z for you.
Is it the one with pregnant Vegeta? Is it pregnant Vegeta?
I don't know nobody from Dragon Ball Z, just so you know. I just know
you're mad gay, bro. No,
sure am. Sure am. I love it.
My favorite is like, yo, I think Calvin's gay, bro. That's the funniest. Yo, just doing it in public, like to somebody, like.
Does he seem gay to you? Like, yo, he been touching my thigh in his hair. Like,
this guy like me. Bro.
But no, it's like, but no, like when I tell you, like, I'm gonna need to show you this picture because it's gonna gag you for a second. Now I'm trying to remember who showed it to me, and I want to say it might have been Gary. Gary's a cum gutter butt slut too.
Yeah, he is. Gare Bear.
Do you even know Gary?
I don't know.
Shout out to Gary Higgins. He's an artist. Yeah, I need to check out his shit. I was talking about you to him earlier too, because we were talking because we do event spaces and things like that, and I was like, I know niggas who will perform and are used to art exhibits and shit like that. So
we're trying to do some stuff like that too. I'll let you know.
Definitely, because you need to see some of his work. Like, it's stupid. There's a piece that he made that it just speaks.
It's
to
visual
me.
Art.
It's everything.
Okay.
Down to acrylic paint, to oil paint, to sculptures, to, I mean, it's literally like Whitney Houston in fucking Cinderella. Like, he sees trash and he's like, boop, 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 and it's.
Oh, I was like,
I have a look online that I posted. I didn't post it. I put it in my story, where one day we were sitting there and he had like stuff on his table and he just wrapped my head. And there was like these feathers he made out of like recycled thing. He just piled it on and made a headdress. And I was just like, when you look, we were like, how did you see any of this?
He's on the spectrum.
It's on the, no, we're all on the spectrum, child. You think you sane? What the fuck is normal?
No, not at all. My brain's a mess.
Our brain's a mess. I'm over here eating booty holes. and I
On
can't
purpose.
stop it. It's like I tell folks,
It's an
like
addiction.
I can't
What is
stop.
that shit? The tagine? Yes.
Because
You
I'm
rimming it
like,
With the
because I be
tagine?
thinking you be like,
like a spicy marg.
it's the same as like the way you get obsessed with like, why do I want to put my face on pussy when I see it? Like, and it doesn't stop me. It like it doesn't matter.
Somebody stop
yeah,
me.
I be sitting here like you could be ripping up that bathroom. And then like an hour later, because you didn't shower, I'm all like, and then it's like, what's the end goal? Like, why am I sticking my tongue so deep in there? Am I trying to find poop? Am I going to be satisfied if I find it? But I mean, and I'm peeling it open like crab cakes. You know what I mean?
Are you good?
I'm so good at it too.
No, I didn't mean that.
You asked me, am I good? I said, hell yeah. You need to be a little bit more specific. What you mean, am I good? Do I got you wondering? Yeah, it's okay.
Stanley's
I know
opening
y'all
up his
straight.
mind.
Y'all look like y'all don't wash y'all buttholes. Y'all look like y'all don't.
Oh, I got baby wipes right by the
No, now,
toilet.
no.
Every time I
Asians,
take a shit,
Asians
yo.
do not belong in this category. Y'all are the cleanest, smoothest.
Yo, y'all gotta get bidets, bro. They-
Period.
Bro, in Japan?
And they period.
In
And they be
Japan?
$25 and you can get them. You can get them.
Bro, do you have one?
Me? Nah, not at home,
But look,
I want one, bro.
but look. You think niggas out here who is scared to wash their
I
ass? You
love
think
a
they
bidet,
wiping
bro.
it?
That's true. That's true.
You think they gonna sit, relax, and have something go?
I don't know why. I always thought the water would be cold. It is not.
It's not. No,
It's
warmed
warm,
up.
bro.
It's warmed up. Yeah, I don't want cold water up my butt.
It's like
You
a
know,
warm jet.
but
like,
you know what I miss is the toilets in Japan though that
That's what
had
I'm
like
saying.
for it. It had everything set. It had the heat
It
warming
was like the
seats.
Olympics opening.
It gave you
like,
3 different. Yeah,
There was-
it gave you 3 different like
Yeah.
how hard you want it to spray. How
Yeah.
far do you want to spray the front and the back?
Yeah.
If you are a shy pooper or a shy bath, it had noises. It would be like water trickling. It would be birds. It would yeah, because I'm infamous. If I'm in there, music is
Mine
playing.
had a little Zen garden on the back. I poop the other way and just. Nah,
Did you see?
I'm
But no.
kidding,
But did you
I'm
see the other? Did you see those urinals that you sit the opposite direction?
No.
You sit forward. Yeah. You like it's like it looks like a scooter. Like you go in and you sit forward on it, and I love it because then you shake your dick's all in the toilet, and then you come back and it's already like it's
Just a
like,
fucking rim of piss.
no, there's not a toilet seat there, but it's like this. Yeah, it's fire. Like
It's a glory hole. You just pee into.
I mean, it's not a glory hole because you will know a glory hole when you see one. You ever been to a glory hole?
No, I've never even seen a glory.
Glory
hole
holes are the one things that scares me because I'm always like, there's a nigga on the other side with scissors.
with a machete.
ready. Just, and I'm always like, nah. They be like, come to my house. I need to fuck you in the daylight. I need to see.
There's
I got a
very
date.
little.
I have a date after this.
Woo!
I might be a little late. This nigga fine though.
There's
Too.
very little reward in a glory hole. I feel.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. It depends on what is it you're getting out of it. Like
What am I getting out of it? Like on the other side. Yeah, but why do we need the wall?
one, you know, it's not always a wall. Sometimes it's a sheet.
Okay.
But
I can see through the sheet?
sometimes it's a mask on the.
I feel like the sheet would be hardened, like it was
No,
like ironed plastic around the edges.
But no, because think about it like this: you have the receiver, and then you have the giver. It's like one. Think about this: some people.
How long would you just sit there waiting?
Well, it just depends. Again, because there are people who they live for this. There are people who are so orally fixated they don't care. Just give it to them. There are people who, I mean, and you name it. I mean, first of all, the reason why my brain is telling y'all to unlimit, we are on a rock floating in a place so big it's called space. Okay, so anything is possible. But one, you've got folks who just enjoy eating someone out. So when they go to these glory holes as the person, they don't care who it is. They just want it. It's what they live for. You've got folks who, and then I mean, because you can break it down. You've got men who want their dick sucked. They don't care who's sucking it, but if they know if it's going to be a dude, they don't want to look at you. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to touch you. They'll just be like, suck my dick, keep going, because it also just helps with the fantasy of like,
But I guess
just suck this dick and keep it moving.
I guess condoms and glory holes are more common than they're.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
But you can bring your own condoms. You are in charge of your shit.
No, yeah, for sure.
I
I'm
think
just
that,
like,
I feel like you need to do some exploration on yourself.
no, I'm good.
Because I'm like, you would buy, I'm like, I'm going to do a glory hole. I have to get the thinnest sheet. Like, no, there's so many options. You can set it up. So many, there literally unlimit yourself. And if you believe me, the way you want to get some sex, you're going to get it how you want it. You ain't going to settle for less.
I mean, I'm doing
I
fine
get it
in
how I
that
get
arena.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like
Pussy tasting like some lemons. Pucker.
Yeah.
No.
He said pucker.
Yes.
I'm gonna put this on my lobster tail.
Some people do it. It's like when you watch those stories about jail and them niggas be like, I put syrup on these niggas' booty hole. And I was like, oh, that's a sticky icky. Some of them talk about taking back the jelly packs and putting jam up in there.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
that guy.
Shit,
The booty warrior. I need it.
The booty man can.
I
I fucking love it. I mean, because it's like I have a low key obsession of eating men out who don't like to get eaten out. It doesn't matter if they're gay, straight, or bi. It
So,
doesn't
like,
matter.
against their will?
But it's like no, not against their will. I don't. But it's the ones who, because with my with my experience
Yeah.
of being who I am. There's a lot, like on the cruise ship that I live, there's a lot of men who would say to me, I don't understand why I'm attracted to you. But I told them, I said, it's because you're comfortable. There's nothing, I don't give two fucks. If you consider yourself gay, straight, if you treat me nice, we gonna be all right. Like, and that's what it is. And I know it is what it is. And I know how to ask for what I want. I don't lie and come up, no, because we about to do this. And also, I'm like, we already about to be vulnerable, nigga. Like, what is there to hide? So, but yeah, I have this fantasy husband who lives out in Canada who doesn't get with men, but he can't understand why he's attracted to me. And I mean, like,
man.
Like he gets with
Singular.
man. But it's a like, he likes to look but no touch. He likes to look, but yeah, and I'm talking
like
about
a cigarette in the corner.
No. But when I say look and no touch, it's like, oh, he wants to experience it all as far as like sex, but it's like he's literally like this because he doesn't, because it's still a weird thing.
He pretends you're Andy and he's
no, but that's the thing, Andy.
You got a friend in me,
honey.
you got
a friend, but
Literally.
it's like, but I can understand how far-fetched it is for him because again, like when I tell you, it's like, because I've been with plenty of people who are experienced, who are with men, and I'm like, why you act like you never grabbed a dick? Is this how you handle yours? But it's you can tell, like, there are so many things that are in people that they're like, I don't want to like this, but why do I like this? Or because there's no hating that comes with it. He's not like bashing them. He doesn't call people faggots. No, he's not. He's like, oh, I don't care, but he's just like, I don't understand why homophobia works. But he's like, I don't understand why. What is it about you? And I'm like, I don't know. But we literally live a fantasy life when I go out to Toronto and we go into his cabin and
that's where Michael be.
at work. Yeah,
We out there eating poutine till he throw
I
up.
fucking love Toronto. It's expensive as shit, but I fucking love it. But that's the thing. We live our fantasy. It's like Brokeback Mountain dreams. He's like, I can't quit you. But it's like, why'd you make me like this? But that's what it is. It's like, and I can't stop singing R. Kelly. Like,
Body's telling me yes.
you're taking the joy out of me talking about the fruit.
With a Canadian guy.
Hello, ain't nothing wrong. Canuck
Canuck if you buck, nigga.
Canuck if you buck, right? Build a cabin, fuck, right? Like it's all there. Like it is, but it's literally, but it's so cool to talk to him about it, and because it is coming from like it's like what I can imagine what college is like for freshmen again. You know,
Gotcha.
you're just like, wait,
Like
I
new
can
experiences.
I can do whatever I want, and no one cares in a sense. Yeah, so it's like, because like what I say, does he touch me now? Yeah, he enjoys kissing me. It's like there are certain things of affection that he does, but sex is foreign to him. And it's like, and you can tell that he wants it, but he gets so, because he's like, and I tell him, I go, you have to ask for it because I need you to hear yourself say you want it.
Gotcha.
And it's not because I'm like, ask for it, I'm your master. But it's a psyche thing because it's like, well, if you want to know why you like it, unpack it then. Just unpack it because what you're going to do is just deny yourself something you want. Yeah. So why? So then figure it out because you it's you. And you know, when we're up in his cabin and it's nice and it's just us, and that's why I even had to tell him, I was like, calm down. Like, it's like, my neighbors, it doesn't matter. They don't know I don't even think they're thinking about you. Yeah. And when they pay your bills, then you pay them some mind. If they not paying you, then don't pay them no mind. True. But also, like, if you saw his neighbors, I was like, nigga, how do they see us through these trees?
Yeah, exactly. That's 3 miles away.
Literally, I was like, I thought you brought me out here to fuck. Like, we gonna be fucking. Like, but yeah, it's like, I've been with all types. It's like, I've been with, you name it, it's out there. It's like, there's this one hot lesbian girl, this stud that I follow on Twitter.
Manny
and
Fresh?
She's,
no.
You better put some respect on his name.
No, we love Manny Fresh. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah, legendary.
Like a stud,
But there's this lesbian girl that I follow who's like, I'm a lesbian, but I love dick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are straight men who love drag, who do drag, and Yeah, it's like, yeah, because again, just because you connect to a certain sexuality doesn't mean the sex you have matches the stereotype, is what I like to say. Because you get to say what the sex is. You know? There's this, do you follow, was it More Information online? It's MOOR.
Like Moors.
Like the Black Moors. Because there's this woman up there who was talking about, I think she said she was she's been in her relationship for 21 years with her partner, but she's not a lesbian. And she goes, because I still get the dick. We go and I have to purchase it, but I don't ask of her to do anything. She doesn't ask of me. She doesn't want. It's like
a non-sexual relationship.
It's like it's a partnership. That's a partnership. They fully respect each other. They love. So again, it's like those relationships happen because it's no different from niggas getting married and not touching their wives, but you take care of each other. All types of relationships are relationships. That's why, again, I tell niggas, get used to like hugging each other because your friendship is a relationship.
It is.
It requires everybody is poly. Even though they say that you're monogamous, you are polyamorous when it comes to your friendships and things. Because if that's
I'm
not
polymanorous, feel me?
Ew, so you love, okay, well, can I be one of your niggas? Gross.
No.
I'm not hitting on him.
I meant like my
be blessed. Your hair would be laid by the time I'm done with it. Spread open like your booty.
Well, that's the end of the podcast.
Why?
No.
We just started talking about the fruit.
No, the fruit.
The fruit.
Forbidden
I feel like
fruit. That's gonna be the name of this one.
We need to drop. I'm gonna drop a track speaking about nothing but ass.
We can work on it right now.
I'm ready. I mean, because I also think too. I want y'all to know now. When y'all listen to my bars, I flow gender fluid. When I say pussy, it could be anything because sometimes
it keeps you on your toes.
It keeps you on your toes. Suck on them. Yeah. Keep you on your toes, and I keep you on your back. I keep you on all fours. You know, shit. Open them, get them throat babies. Yeah, I know.
What was that? What was it? Only Toes?
Oh yeah, only feet.
Only toes.
Only feet.
Only feet. That's
Yeah,
fire.
I have an Only Feet episode.
That's fire.
We were talking about how I have a friend who I should not name, and he was
rhymes with.
You were thinking about it. He was about to say.
Almost. And he was on a. I don't know how you got to this conversation with the bus driver. This is where we're gonna leave it off too. I don't know where he got into a conversation with the bus driver, but basically devolved into like when he's broke, he just sends the bus driver pictures of his feet, and he gets like $100, $200. Like he'd be making like, and then like there was a time where the guy wasn't hitting him up. He's like, "Yo, you trying to see my feet?" Like he like he needs money. Like yo, you up, bro? You trying to see some toes, bro?
No.
I'm trying to get some.
But no, but like, because the thing is, it's a service. It's think of it, it's a fantasy. It's no different from. It's like, because you know, like when you get in your relationship and y'all start to play those type of games, even if it's being fun. But that's what it is. It's like if it's out there, there's somebody willing to pay for it. And because I mean, think about it. Porn is free, but niggas are still subscribing.
Damn right.
Like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So literally, that's why it's like you name it, it's out there. You got people out here that, what they call them? What is it when they dress up? Are they fuzzies or whatever?
Oh,
like,
furries.
Furries. Like, it's out there. It's a fetish for people. It's like, I blame anime. Y'all be drawing the fuck out these characters. I'd be like, damn, they do be looking good. Like, you know what I mean? You look at Mufasa, you like, that's a handsome. No, have you seen, what's that shit? Zootopia? You watch Zootopia? That motherfucking lion. I said, that's a badass looking brother. You know he black. That nigga was dressed. Who was that? Idris Elba too? I was like, ah! Rawr.
You see the bunny, bro. I don't
Bitch.
know.
Hell, even the motherfucking bad sheep with her little like gangle at the top. She could get it. She could get it. Like, I was like, work. Like,
Miss Incredible.
But they be Miss Incredible. Look at that nigga. Look at that
J.K.
nigga.
Simmons.
That right there.
That's J. Jonah Jameson.
Shit. That's daddy. Look at her.
That is Daddy Lion.
Look at that. Even fucking Braveheart from Care Bears could have got it.
Now that's a reach, bro.
Like, go look up Braveheart. Is it Braveheart? Is that what it is? Is
Care Bears?
Yeah, and Care Bears.
Like from the 80s?
Yeah, Care Bear, Brave, put in Braveheart. That's right. Bam. Look at that. That's one of them soft big niggas. Look, you see that? That's that old soft chubby nigga with the good veins on the dick. Look. He don't know what it look like. His stomach over it, but I found it. Yeah. You go to suck his dick, you pull up his stomach. They might be like a roll of crackers he might left for you. Shit.
Oh,
there was this one time I did. The funniest thing I've ever found in someone's drawers was like some like nerds. I live not the box, but like I was like loose in the bush.
Oh, no.
But it was only because he said I was sitting there like just playing video games and I was eating candy and I had to pull on Dross to go get to the before you came to the door and I was just like, oh, okay, well then that makes sense. But I mean, literally, he had like nerd rope and shit. I mean, we got fucking high. So like, but he was sitting there and I was like, I can see how it happens. But also I was like, nigga,
Is this nerds?
like, honey, because I got to that nerd rope. Believe you me.
Believe you me, player.
I enjoyed the crunchy bits. But yeah, well, thank you for, getting to talk about my
course.
favorite, the
Yeah,
fruit.
The fruit.
You need to title this
The forbidden fruit.
because I'm the fruit. It's not forbidden.
Oh, it's
Come
not
get
forbidden.
It ain't forbidden.
All right.
Because that's one of the names
Wholesale fruit.
that the fetishizers will call me, the forbidden fruit. Those white
forbidden
motherfuckers
fruit.
that are like, ooh, the forbidden
Yeah.
fruit, the bronze daddy. I was like, no,
The blacker the berry.
the sweeter my poots.
Well,
All right,
that was
well.
episode 1. And
Oh,
I love you
one?
guys. Yeah, we just started the podcast.
Yo.
Season 2, episode 1.
We gonna make you come back for more.
Woo, I'll have you back.
Have
Love
me
you,
bare
dude.
back.
Just quickly
I don't know
drop
about
the,
that.
Quickly drop the ads again.
So you can find me
Yeah.
on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. It's Calvin Cooper. On Instagram, it's CalvinLMONTCOOPER.
Put them in the bio.
And
too.
on Instagram, you will see like all of like my other ones, like the houses that I follow and things. It's all on my bio. So just click and follow. Turn your notifications on because we on and popping. We getting the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Olivier, and a Tony and a BAFTA.
Woo! And you know
money.
me, Century SINVIL on Instagram. And
Michaela
Twitter,
Cole, call me girl. I'm getting this.
Woo!
I'm getting this BAFTA.
TikTok, all that shit.
Fuck TikTok.
Villain Beach, we out here. Oh, we didn't even get to that. That's okay.
What's that?
We're good.
TikTok.
He said, "Fuck TikTok." That's
Yeah.
China, bro. Don't mess with China.
Love China.
Fuck.
Have a president.